Hey Steel Hearts, how y'all doing? Okay, so this is Jada Lynn and welcome to In the Raw. Okay, so this is the lies, manipulation, and gaslighting part 2. You'll see me looking off to the side. I have my notes here. I do want to apologize for not doing my disclaimer the last time, because I want to do a disclaimer just about every video, because I'm not a doctor, MD, psychiatrist, none of that stuff. I ain't none of that. I have just dealt with a lot of narcissism having to do with relationships, friendships, and family members, unfortunately. And I feel like I should be able to, spill my put my 2 cents on what this whole narcissism thing is, because I think I kind of know what it looked like and what it sounded like. So the last video that we was talking about in part 1, the lies, manipulation, the gaslighting, what to do, what it sounds like, why they do it, how you should stay grounded and things like that. But in this video, I told you that I want to give some personal experiences so that you can get a full understanding of what the whole, lies, manipulation, and gaslighting sounds like. So the first one that I have for you is the music software. Okay, so I got off from the Covert around 4 o'clock to bring over my video editing software. And he said that he wanted to help me get my music YouTube channel started. And I thought that was kind of weird, because as far as I'm concerned, anything having to do with, doing studio work, collaborating with other artists, gigs, whatever have you, anything having to do with music or things that I wanted to do, it was not allowed. It was always an argument starter. It was one of those things. So it was kind of weird and odd to get a phone call from him requesting to bring over that. And even though I had my suspicions, I did. When I did bring it over, I listened to hear what he had to say, because he even, I questioned it. He got upset at me. He got a nasty attitude with me or whatever. And but when I brought it over, he started talking about his best friend's video. Did I see it? And I said nah. And when he showed it to me, then that's when it became apparent to me what it is that he wanted to do. And I'm sitting up here like, you know what, this is some BS. Like, I don't even really have time for this. It was just so old, and I was just so done with it. And I didn't say nothing to the dude. I did say something to the dude. Let me stop lying. I did say something to him. But I let it go, because at the end of the day, when I came over there, nothing about starting my music YouTube channel came up. Nothing. And this just goes to show you how they can lie to get what they want. They'll manipulate to get what they want. They'll make you feel bad about it, because we got into an argument. He made me feel bad about questioning him because I had suspicions, and at the end of the day, my suspicions turned out to be correct. So whatever. My next one that I have is a damaged car. He took my car for an evening and damaged it. It had scratches on it. And if I can learn how to do the whole picture-in-picture thing and the editing thing, I'll show you exactly what the scratches look like, because I have pictures of it. But he took my car for an evening and he damaged it. And he, got upset at me the next morning when he told me about it, because I was getting upset that my car was damaged. And he assured me that where he was, the owner of that building had footage around the parking lot, and it was going to be giving him footage on the license plate and all of that stuff. So I thought that I'd wait patiently for it. That was January 2019. We at the end of July, going into August 1st, 2022. Yeah. So never got it. And and he flipped it around and got upset at me. You know what I'm saying? For something that he did. I asked him twice on 2 different occasions. 1 month I asked him, and the second month I asked him this exact question. Did the owner ever get the footage? Both times he said he can't find it. He's not able to find anything. Listen, this dude knew that he messed up my car. This dude knew that he must have rammed into something and scratched it or whatever, took the paint off or whatever. How come he just couldn't tell me? I don't know. But that's the whole point in this, okay? Is that instead of taking accountability for what he did, he has a place to blame on somebody else that probably was not even in the parking lot. The person was him. He was probably drunk. He was driving my car and ran into something, and he has a place to blame on somebody else. So that's just an example of what, and he was fully aware of what he did. Okay, but he got upset at me. He flipped it around at me and made it my fault because I was getting upset because my car was damaged and I wasn't there, and he's upset at me because that he damaged my car. Okay, just want to give you a visual. The next one that I have for you is the all-white party. So he said that, and this guy, he's older than me because, he's older. So whatever. High school reunion party, and it's all well and fine. All white high school reunion party. Your significant other cannot come. And I thought it was kind of weird because it's like, wow, a couple of decades later or whatever, or maybe one or two decades later, you have a high school reunion party and you can't bring your significant other. I mean, sure, you done moved on and had children and, successful business and things like that, but you can't bring your significant other. I thought that was kind of weird, but whatever. I left it. I fell back just to find out on Facebook that evening, I saw him on the news feed that he was there with another female. And I was like, oh, he just didn't want me to come. Okay, so you can kind of figure how that evening went. But it just goes to show you how he has, and this is the covert, how he has to lie and manipulate, bend stories around just to get what it is that he wants. And once he gets what he wants, then it's like whatever, he doesn't care about anything else. Okay, so the other thing that I wanted to bring to y'all attention is the money in a bottle. Now, once again, if I can figure out how to do this whole picture-in-picture thing, I will put a picture of the money. Not the money, but the picture of the water bottle. But until then, it's a picture, it's a water bottle, the big water bottle that it goes with the dispenser, and you have to either press the button to make the water come out, or you have to pull a knob down to make the water come out. It's one of those bottles. Okay, the dispenser. So he had one of those water bottles, and he sat me down and told me that he wants us to get, fill this bottle up with as much money as we can so that we can get a new place together. This is for our new apartment. And I thought it was a great idea because at that time that he was suggesting it to me, we were well overdue as far as moving in together, so I went ahead and I went along with it, and I put $1 bills, 5s, 10s, 20s up in there, and all of my change, whatever I can put up in there, just to find out that this dude was collecting money off of me so that he can pay his rent. Okay, now mind you, it only happened one time because after that it was like, what, I'm not giving this dude no more money or whatever. This dude is using me. He think I'm some freaking personal piggy bank, and I'm not, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That that just wasn't cool. But whatever, it is what it is. My whole point to that is that he had to lie to get what it was that he wanted. Screw how you feel. Screw how anybody else feels. At the end of the day, he's thinking about his summer because he knows he's crappy. I mean, not summer. He's thinking about his winter because he knows he's crappy as far as, saving money. He's not good at saving money. So he has to come up with a way of how he can collect money from one of his females. Do you hear what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. Now, another one that I wanted to bring to your attention is I was with a different covert, and I think this dude was a covert. I'm still trying to figure out to this day if he's a covert. But it was one of those things where he wanted to come over and have some special time with him and I. And I wasn't able to because it was that special time of the month for me. And for some reason, he got into he started a huge argument with me and told me that it was my fault that I let it come on. And I'm still trying to figure out, like, what, I ain't getting it. How you let something come on that naturally happens on an average of a 28-day cycle with every woman that's on this earth, unless you're a gymnast, unless you on certain medications, things like that. You know what I'm saying? But as far as I'm concerned, on an average of a 28-day cycle, every woman deals with this, around starting at the age around the average age of 12 years old. You hear what I'm saying? I don't even understand. But for some reason, it was my fault because
I let it come on.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that there, and I'm gonna bring in a couple of other situations that I wanted to bring up to y'all's attention. Okay, as far as gaslighting, lies and manipulation goes, and things like that. All right, I'll be right back.